Now, I film TV shows with £80,000 camera rigs. I've worked on Netflix productions, Strictly Come Dancing, Britain's Got Talent, X Factor, all of that sort of thing. Shows that go out to millions of people. And I can tell you, hand on heart, the most expensive equipment I've ever used has absolutely nothing to do with whether a video converts a client. In fact, oftentimes it's the opposite, because here's what happens. You decide that you need to start doing video. You know it works. You've seen your competitors do it. You've watched the Pablum case study in the last video in this series and thought, right, I really need to do this. But then you think, well, I can't just film on my phone, can I? I need to look professional. And so there you are online, researching cameras, ring lights, microphones, backdrops, and 6 months later, you still haven't filmed a single video because you're waiting to be ready. You're still in your search mode, because in search mode, it's nice and safe there, isn't it? So in this video, I'm going to show you why professional polish can actually be killing your credibility with high trust clients. Secondly, the psychological barrier that's keeping you stuck and how to break it in about 10 minutes. And the 1-minute audit that will show you what you're overcomplicating right now. I'm Jeremy, 28 years making broadcast TV in the UK. And the lesson I learned on day one pretty much still applies today. Helping people matters more than protecting your ego. So let's get into it. Just one quick thing before we start. If you're an IFA, a wealth manager or an accountant, whether you're dealing with the FCA in the UK or the SEC in the States, and you're thinking, this sounds great, but I'm in a regulated industry and I can't just put any old content out there. I've built something for you. It's called the video scorecard. It's a simple form. You fill in your details, your niche, your compliance setup. I review it, and if I can help you, we'll schedule a call where I can map out exactly which videos you should be making to stay compliant and still attract the high value clients you want. It's free and the link is in the description below. So fill it in once you've watched this video. Okay, so this is the problem, and I constantly see this with IFAs, accountants and consultants, smart, experienced, intelligent professionals who know their stuff inside out. They'll spend $3,000 on a DSLR camera, they'll buy a ring light, they'll set up studio corner in their office with a branded backdrop and perfect lighting, and then they'll sit down to record their first video and freeze, because now there's a bit of pressure. You've invested all this money, you've set up this whole system. It has to be perfect, doesn't it? It has to justify the investment. So you record take one, you stumble a bit over a word, you hit delete. Take two, you don't like the way you looked, delete. Take three, the lighting looked a bit odd, delete. And 4 hours later, you've got nothing and you're exhausted and you tell yourself, I'm just not a video person. But that is not true. The problem isn't you, the problem is the gear. Let me tell you what I learned making TV. When I started as a freelance camera assistant, I thought it was, all about the kit, the cameras, the lenses, the lighting. I thought that's what made something look professional. And technically, yes, on a broadcast production, you need broadcast grade equipment. That's just how it works. But here's what I noticed. The shows that really connected with people, the ones that actually worked, weren't necessarily the ones with the fanciest cameras. They were the ones where you could hear that catch in their voice when they started talking about something that really mattered to them, where it felt real. I filmed Strictly Come Dancing in a studio that costs more per hour than most people earn in a month. 12 cameras, 100 or so crew, lighting desks the size of small cars. But I've also helped people film case studies on iPhones, leaning against a window with a £30 lapel mic. Guess which one closed more deals? Well, it's the one filmed with the iPhone, because the person watching that video wasn't thinking, wow, look at the beautiful depth of field. They were thinking, this person gets it. They understand my problem and I trust them. And that trust doesn't necessarily come from polish. It comes from authenticity. And here's the lesson, and this is the bit that's going to save you 3 months of waiting and $3,000 on gear that you don't need. High trust clients don't buy polish, they buy certainty. They need to know, if I give this person my money, will they actually solve my problem? And here's the thing, AI can fake polish now. ChatGPT can write a perfectly structured script, Midjourney can generate a perfectly lit studio background, but you know what? AI cannot fake lived experience, human experience. AI can't tell the story about the time you saved a client £40,000 in tax because you spotted a mistake in their pension transfer. AI can't describe the sensation of slowly defrosting your hands on a drive home after filming a Sky Sports rugby match in the freezing cold. AI can't replicate the specific way your voice changes when you talk about the thing you've spent 20 years doing. And that's your advantage, but only if you actually use it. And if you're sat in a branded studio with perfect lighting, reading a script off a teleprompter, trying to sound like a news presenter, you're throwing that advantage away because you won't sound like you. You'll sound like everyone else. So here's what you need to do, and I call this the bells and whistles audit. Go and look at your current video setup, or if you haven't started yet, look at what you think you need before you think you can start, and ask yourself, honestly, what am I overcomplicating? Is it the camera? You've convinced yourself you need a really flashy DSLR when actually your iPhone's better than some of the cameras I used to use 15 years ago on some cable TV shows. Is it the lighting? Do you think you need a 3-point lighting rig when a desk lamp and a window will do the job absolutely fine? Is it the scripts? You're writing word for word scripts where the best videos I've ever made were just a few bullet points on a post-it note. Is it the background? You're waiting to get a proper studio setup when filming in your actual office, the place where you actually work, builds more trust than a fake backdrop ever will. Just pick one thing, just one, and remove it, and then film your next video without it. And I promise you, no one's going to notice. No one actually will care, and the psychological weight you'll feel lift off your shoulders will be worth 10 times whatever you thought that particular bell and whistle was adding. And listen, if you're watching this thinking, okay, I get it, less is more, but I've no idea what to actually say on camera because I'm terrified of saying the wrong thing in a regulated industry, well, that is exactly what the video scorecard is for. Complete the scorecard, and if I can help, we'll jump on a call. We'll map out the exact videos you should be making, the ones that build authority, help you stay compliant, and don't require you to pretend to be someone that you're not. It's free. The link is in the description. So you might be sat there thinking, okay, real beats perfect. I get it. I film on my iPhone, but how much video do I actually need to make before someone trusts me enough to become a client? And that is a really good question, because here's the thing. One video just won't do it. You can't just stick one single case study on your website and expect the leads to miraculously roll in. Trust doesn't work like that, especially not in high trust industries like wealth management or anything to do with financial advice. Google did a study on this, and the numbers are very specific. They found that before someone makes a high value purchase decision, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars or pounds, not a $50 impulse buy, they need a certain amount of time with you, not in person, on video. They need to see you, hear you, watch you solve problems, explain concepts, tell stories. And the number isn't what you think. It's not just an hour or 2 hours. It's 7 hours of video before they trust you enough to hand over their financial future. Now, before you panic and think, oh my goodness, I need to make 50 videos, just take a chill pill, because there's a system for this, and it's exactly what I'm going to break down in the following video. It's called the 7-11-4 engine. It's based on Google's research into high trust buying decisions, and it'll show you exactly how much video you need to make, what type, and how to structure it so people actually watch all 7 hours without you needing to go viral. So watch that next, because if you're doing one-to-one intro calls with every single prospect, you're actually going to be leaving money on the table. Now, if this was useful, and I mean really useful, not just, yeah, that was all right, please do hit like and subscribe, because I'm building a proper series here for you guys. By the end of it, you're going to have a complete system for using video to attract high value clients without turning you into an influencer or a YouTuber. And if you're in a regulated industry, an IFA, an accountant, a wealth manager, definitely grab the scorecard. It's free, it's fast, and it will give you the clarity that you need to actually start. As I said, the link for that old bit of gold is in the description below. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.